angel.
But in the dark.
That's how he described her.
The words he used.
An angel.
But in the dark.
They went to a pub on Star and Garter Hill.
People said it was a date. It wasn't a date.
All I want is your car.
They went for a drink, then went for a walk beside the river. They sat on a bench.
Sometimes you don't have to touch a flower.
She was bored. She kept texting her friends.
To make it grow?
She seemed distracted.
I'm trying to remember, but all I can think about is her sitting on that bench.
An angel.
Overlooking the Thames. Was the water still that night? Peaceful?
But in the dark.
She graduated from a university with a degree in sports administration.
British
though
Gas.
she chose another field.
British Gas. 10 years.
She was getting promoted. Constantly promoted. I started to wonder if there was any higher rank she could be promoted to. National Compliance Manager? What does that mean?
When
Here
they
you go,
went
Mom.
on the date.
Got you some vouchers.
When they went on the date.
It wasn't a date. Don't call it a date. She felt sorry for him. Awkward, out of place boy.
Don't make it about that.
I'm stating a fact. He was stupid. She went for a drink. No, lying.
She felt sorry
She
for
felt
him.
sorry for him, so she went for a drink. A drink. It wasn't a date. It was because of Fraser.
She had just gotten out of a turbulent relationship.
She was completely in love with Fraser.
But he wouldn't commit to her.
In terms of marriage and Kate, more than anything.
Wanted a family.
That's what her friends said. She had such good friends. They loved her.
Even after she disappeared, they organized a search.
On Facebook.
But they didn't know she already.
She was just trying to get over Fraser by going out and meeting other people. She was out and about, not moping around at home. That's the type of girl she was. That's what she, lying.
Not
letting things get her down. That's what she was doing there. How can you call it a date?
Oh, shoot. He hid the knife up his sleeve. He always knew what he was going to do. But why Kate? Why her?
He was a fitness instructor. Who did he instruct? Surely someone at the gym must have known. You have a psychotic working in your midst.
I've dropped my keys. We've got to go back.
And that's when he did it.
To look for
When they went back.
To look for his keys.
And Kate went back. Because that's how she was. Caring.
Kind.
Always looking after stray dogs. But that's the problem with stray dogs. In the end, one of them will
Bite you!
And it was the keys that brought him undone.
Oh, shit. Line, sorry.
Kate's keys.
Kate's keys. Kate's keys. 2 days later.
That's all it took. 2 days. Just say
Line.
A detective.
A detective turned up at his friend's house at a flat in West London. The detective interviewed him for several hours. During the interview, he kept getting up to use the bathroom.
a week later. It wasn't that weak.
So the detective
Think something's up.
goes into the bathroom.
He's dropped Kate's keys into the toilet. They are sitting in the toilet bowl. The man is an idiot.
He had driven Kate's car
Her gray Volkswagen Golf.
across the Chiswick Bridge
Nope.
back through London in the early hours of the morning.
While he drove. Yeah.
Mhm.
While he drove, he was chatting to his girlfriend.
On his mobile. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
On his mobile.
Lauren. Love to meet her. Asian. Hi, my name. No.
This is my
Sorry,
boyfriend.
thank you. Can you give me again, please, this one?
On mobile. On her mobile. On his mobile.
Lauren. Love to meet her. Asian. This is my boyfriend, Carl. He's the one that killed that girl. Lovely couple.
He sold her mobile phone, her
No.
mobile phone, to a friend.
Nope. Just before midnight.
Just before midnight, he drove across the Chiswick Bridge and bought 1 pound of diesel.
1 pound.
He then stopped at a forecourt in
Carl. House.
He's not letting it.
Oh. He stopped and chatted with other drivers on the forecourt.
he stopped and chatted with other drivers on the forecourt.
How's your night?
Kate's body was literally meters away, lying in the boot of her car.
Oh, down in Richmond. Star and Garter?
My daughter's body.
You too.
He washed Kate's body using bottles of mineral water he found in the boot.
Her body was found in a woodland in Hertfordshire.
Oxywood, a nature reserve.
He didn't hide it particularly well.
Mad.
He stripped Kate's body and concealed it in a small drainage ditch near a car park.
Covered it with stinging nettles. Nice touch, that. Stinging nettles.
He always she was so badly damaged. We didn't even get a chance to say goodbye.
I didn't want to.
The next morning?
Then he drove back down.
Then he drove, yeah, there it is. Then he drove back down the M1 motorway.
He threw the murder weapon along with Kate's clothes and some other things onto an embankment. An embankment.
These lines are getting away from me.
He
He sold her mobile phone to his friend. How much did he sell it for? Did he buy anything with the money?
Then he went around showing off the VW as his new car. Kate's car.
A new shirt? Some sport shoes?
Then he went around to his mother's home. The next morning, lying. The next morning,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. The next morning he went around to his mother's home. Loved to meet her. In Notting Hill.
He then gave his mother some Marks and Spencer vouchers. No?
He offered to take his nephew.
He offered to take his nephew to play school in his new car. Kate's car. Our Kate.
Notting Hill.
Here you go, Mom.
He gave his mother some Marks and Spencer vouchers, which he found in the glove compartment of Kate's car.
Got you some vouchers.
He gave them to his mom.
My name's Carl. I'm the one who met your daughter Friday night.
He wrote me a letter.
To be honest, my first impression of your daughter is that she's a kind but unhappy girl.
He wrote it in between. He wrote it in between the interviews at Staines Police Station.
To some respect.
He addressed it to me. Why did he address it to me?
Anyways, for the short time I met your daughter, I began to see she was an angel, but in the dark.
That's how he described her.
The words he used. The words he used. An angel.
But in the dark.
The handwriting was formal but shaky, like an overeager student trying too hard in his end-of-term exams. Was he ever a student? This man.
Even though Katie is
Why did he call her that?
still with us.
Katie. Nobody called her that.
She shines brightly as a star in the night sky.
It was full of odd references. Stars, night skies.
Angels.
Good heart, still beating.
may have took.
Line.
Almost like
Almost like it was written by a child. A stupid, idiotic child.
I may have took your daughter's life.
Took?
But we all know, some of us more than others, that her heart still beats in the good we all do, and her whole soul lives on in the good memories of her.
She was so
I'm
vibrant.
trying.
I'm trying to remember. But all I can think about is her sitting on that bench.
My life has in many years not been with me due to significant
Not been with me? Then where was it? His life.
from significant events destroying my heart.
You have destroyed my heart. Our hearts. Kate's heart.
Mine.
Carl.
But your hearts, and in with much respect Katie's, will not become a memory.
Mad.
And if he is mad, does that mean...
Completely mad.
But a certainly real happiness that angels do live on earth.
How can this happen? Every day in society, someone can be completely mad but still existing among us.
But sometimes have to go to heaven.
You walk past them every day on the street, smile at them politely, nod, but they are completely mad. And you don't know that until they stab your daughter 31 times. In the face,
Neck.
and throat.
He said, is that right? He said she...
There were.
There were 2 stab wounds in the hands. Defensive wounds. She was trying...
We live in a world
to
where
protect
life
her.
is hard for all. And those who try and accept good nature get rejected.
A world where things like this happen. In Richmond.
He's...
Is that what happened?
Is that what happened to you, Carl? Why you did this?
Without a doubt, what I did was wrong.
Apparently on a daily basis.
Cue me again, please.
Is that what happened to you, Carl? Why you did this?
Apparently on a daily basis.
Without a doubt, what I did was wrong.
He realizes that now.
Were you rejected?
But
But
ask yourself.
Ask yourself this. But ask yourself this. Whose life have I really taken?
You have taken my daughter's life. My beautiful daughter.
She reached out her hand in friendship and
I don't expect by writing you this. I'll soften your pain. But as flowers spring, birds sing and flowers grow in spring.
birds sing? Flowers?
Remember, Katie. And remember the love you have and always had for her. And always.
I will never forget that.
Like the drum beats in your heart
Drum beats.
when she first opened her eyes.
Before you close them,
Remember, you have not lost her since she never lost you.
In court? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
In court, he tries to retract everything.
of course.
Even though he's already written the letter to me, he's confessed in the letter.
Through.
Crocodile tears.
He claims that Kate committed suicide in front of him. Does he seriously believe?
He says she killed herself by prodding her head onto the knife which he was holding upright in his hands.
31 times. He jumped on my line, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did I? I'm sorry. Let's try that.
It's
Can we
alright.
try that again?
Mm.
It's, he says she killed herself by prodding her head onto the knife
31 times.
which he was holding upright which he was holding upright in his hands.
After
Tearfully.
tearfully telling him about her problems.
She was prodding herself in the neck area, and at the same time grabbing her hair so her head was moving around.
Such an odd word. Prodded? Such an odd word.
I didn't know what to do. I just stood there,
Prodded.
in awe. I realized she had passed.
Line.
No one.
No one must believe this.
In court,
No,
I feel cold.
I feel cold and empty inside.
I was crying profusely.
Can't believe this.
I just lay there and stare up at the sky.
She was so vibrant and full of life.
Whoa, where is that?
No?
As the judge sentenced him.
As the judge sentenced him, he said,
You are arrogant, manipulative, and highly dangerous.
The way he said it, I wondered which one of the three he received the 30 years for.
she was so vibrant, full of life now.
Mm-hmm.
She was so vibrant and full of life.
What is the point of living in this world? If this is the way of this world?
Line.
What must it?
What must it have felt like in those final moments?
If events like this can occur, do occur,
The sheer terror and confusion
Nope. As she was savage.
as she was savagely struck down.
if men like Carl Taylor could just murder my daughter,
The sheer terror and confusion. The sheer terror and confusion.
to write a letter about birds singing and flowers growing,
An angel.
Is that how you see yourself, Carl?
I keep having nightmares.
An angel?
But in the dark.
I see him, the knife, Kate.
The sheer terror and confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say that, please?
So, the sheer terror and confusion.
But in the end, just as he's about to stab her, it ends.
The worst.
I never see that part. It always ends there.
The worst possible moment.
The moment she knows.
It's about to end.
What's going to
What's
happen?
going to happen?
That she's completely
Powerless.
To stop it.